Big Virgil comes up again, comes up clutch from a corner. There was an air of like inevitability about that. They kind of knew. It was like they kind of knew that that was going to happen. They looked very, very nervous from the corner. Just watching it again, Tarkovsky. Tarkovsky's kind of left with Konate and Van Dijk, and through trying to mark both of them, ends up marking neither of them, and then ultimately Van Dijk gets that header. It's a very, very good header, 2-1, and that's probably a hammer blow in the 100th minute of the game. Very, very unfortunate. But anyway, we're here for Arsenal. We're here for Arsenal versus Man City. Man City versus Arsenal. The game at the Etihad. We all know the situation. We all know the situation. The haters are going to be in here en masse today, especially if we concede. As soon as we concede, if we concede, and I feel like I said, we all know the situation. Man City win this game and they beat Burnley. They're pretty much beating Burnley. They're beating Burnley, 100%. If they win those games, we're level on points. They're up on goal difference. Burnley are losing 3-1 to Nottingham Forest right now. So that's what it is. Wagwan, Ahmad, what are you saying? And a lot of people are saying that we're going to see some of the most haram football we've ever seen. I haven't looked at the lineup yet. I was waiting for a couple people to get in here. I'll tell you what I want to see from the lineup. I want to see some physicality in the defense. So I wouldn't mind. I don't know if Hincapié is still injured, but I would have liked to see Hincapié. I don't want to see Ben White start at right back. I'd like to see Mosquera maybe start at right back. I'd like to see Eze in the 10. But for me, Havertz as striker, I would want to see. So let's have a look at the 11. I haven't even looked at it yet. Let me go and find the 11. I thought I had it up, but it's not actually even up yet. Don't know why it didn't come up on Google yet when I know that it's out. Raya, Mosquera, Gabriel, and Hincapié. Okay, that's what I wanted. Rice, Zubamendi, Erdegaard starts. Wow. Okay, Erdegaard and Eze both starting. Okay, and Havertz up top. How do I feel about this? This looks like it could be haram football, blood. I'm not gonna lie. This looks like it could be 4-5-1. The back four I'm happy with. I would like to see Rice sit in the 6 and just be, if we're gonna play haram football, which I don't want us to do, I want us to go and try and win the game. But we know Arteta is not going to do that. I want us to, for me, the bottling and all that kind of stuff. The only way that Arsenal overcome this, for me, is going out in games like this and winning the game, going and putting it on their opposition and going and winning those games. It could turn the tide for this season, but turn the tide for seasons going forwards. But Mikel Arteta is not going to do that, and I'm concerned that we are going to see that back four with Free protecting it, Madueke for legs on the counter, and Havertz. But I'm glad about Havertz up top because, and he should have seen it before with Bournemouth. It's cost us for Bournemouth not seeing this. But if we're going to be under pressure, we're going to allow Man City to have the ball. We're going to defend. When we get the ball, we're sending it long. We cannot send the ball long with Gyökeres up there. I feel more comfortable sending the ball long with Jesus up there. Jesus wins more headers than Gyökeres does. So we're going to need Havertz to put in a prime, ugly Havertz game. And I think the only way we score, certainly in the first half, is Havertz flick on to Eze or Madueke running on. That's the only way we score. Their team, Donnarumma, Nunez, Kusanov, Gahey, O'Reilly. Gahey, when they signed him, I thought Gahey, I do think is a little bit overrated, and I have thought he was a little bit overrated. But a couple games since they've been on this good run, he's really risen to the occasion. O'Reilly, we know how good he is already, but still it's a makeshift back four. That back four can be gotten at. Rodri, Bernardo Silva, and then that attacking four, that attacking three, Semenyo, Doku, Haaland, dangerous, Shirky in the 10. That four, for me, is obviously the key danger. But I feel like if we can get behind Bernardo Silva, to me, there's going to be that forward attacking line, Haaland, Semenyo, Doku. Then the next line is going to be Bernardo and Shirky. If we can get beyond Bernardo and Shirky, Rodri's legs aren't quite there what they used to be. That back four is a bit makeshift. The keepers are unbelievable. But if we can get past Bernardo and Shirky, that's where I feel like things can happen. We can score goals. Things can happen from there. Do you know what I mean? Our bench is Kepa, White, Lewis Skelly, Norgard, Dalman, Trossard, Martinelli, Jesus, Gyökeres. If because we've been off form, the bench looks like it doesn't really inspire much confidence. But it's a strong bench. It is a strong bench. Obviously, no Saka, um, no Timber, right? So that's what it is. Their bench: Trafford, Reinders, Stones, Ake, Marmoush, Nico Gonzalez, Aitanuri, Savinio, Foden. We got no Saka, no Timber, and no Mikel Merino, which are obviously big misses for us. But there you go. That's what it is. But the lineup, yeah, the lineup. I mean, the attack I'm happy with, but I'm just concerned about what we're gonna do. I don't think that we are good enough. I don't think we're on a good enough form to just grind out a result against these. I think we saw this in the cup final, right? If we are camped back and we allow them to attack wave after wave after wave, I don't think that we win. I don't think we can possibly win that way. I don't think we're good enough defensively at the moment at this stage of the season. First 10 games of the season we can do it. Second 10 games of the season we can do it. When we're coming off of games where we've been rotating Champions League games, early cup games, um, all that kind of stuff. It was, we looked like we could do that. We looked like we could let man attack because our defense was so serious. But when I'm looking at it now, the form that we're on, the injuries that we've got, etc., we're not able to rotate our defense as much as we would like to. Oh, and coming off like I said, the form, coming off the losses, I don't feel like we can just sit there and grind out against top attacks at this point in time. I really don't feel like we can do that. AT said the cope was crazy last week. Man, we're talking about 12 points clear. I mean, we've lost games in that time, right? So, like, that was before we lost to Bournemouth and stuff. I think this game is where our Arsenal's new signings prove their stay. If they don't come through, I'd sell at least two of the three new signings. Um, I think it depends. Mosquera's been very good this season. Hincapie's been very good this season. Madueke hasn't, but I don't know that what we expect of him. He's done what we knew that he would do when he came into the club, right? We know his limitations. Zubamendi, I've said before, Zubamendi for me is perfect in a very specific set of circumstances. Do you know what I'm saying? When Arsenal are at our best, when we're playing teams that are in the bottom half of the table, when we dominate the ball and we don't have much pressure, Zubamendi can be cold. But Zubamendi, the same problem I had with Jorginho. He lacks physicality. We're in an era of the Premier League where everyone says the quality of the football is not good, and the reason the quality of the football is not good is because it's heavily reliant on athleticism. That's why you've got the top DMs in the league are considered, broadly speaking, to be. I know United fans are going to say Casemiro, but probably not at this stage. But they're considered to be Rodri, Caicedo, Rice. For Caicedo and Rice, they're both very good football players, but their athletic abilities probably trump their technical abilities. We had this with Kante a few years ago, and that was the beginning of this new era where people complain about athleticism. The point I'm trying to make is, whatever you think about that midfield three, the point I'm trying to make is we can't have a midfield three of we can't have a midfielder like, sorry, changes text me, it just distracted me. We can't have a midfield with Zubamendi where his technical ability isn't good enough to offset his lack of athleticism. He's not fast. If you get wrong side of him, he's gonna have to foul you and commit a foul and get a yellow card because he's got no pace. He's got no strength. He can't hold someone off and gain a yard of space. He can't do any of that. So when I'm looking at him, and then I'm looking at someone like Vitinha, I'm looking at, even maybe not now, but a couple of years ago, Bernardo Silva, who is very technical, but has a good level of athleticism and grit to him. I'm not seeing that. When I'm looking at Bruno, Bruno has good levels of technical ability, but Bruno's not quick, but he's not weak. He's not as weak as Zubamendi. Do you know what I mean? Bruno plays the ball a little bit faster. Do you know what I'm saying? He was a good signing. He was a good signing. This is what I'm saying. I'm explaining to you. He was a good signing. When we were 12 points clear, or when we're in a comfortable position, when we're really comfortable, Zubamendi's good. Zubamendi, if we're 2 or 3 nil up and I bring Zubamendi on and there's no pressure, I think he'll ball out. But when it's a high pressure situation like this, high pressure situation, I don't know. I don't know about him. Oh, you talking about Madueke? Madam, when Saka was obviously we've got no Saka, now we're fully reliant on Madueke. So don't twang the narrative. With when Madueke was the guy who was going to do cup games and 10-15 minute games, 10-15 minutes at the end of games when Saka had come off, that for me that was fine. That was actually okay. But for Madueke, when Saka's injured, for Madueke, which to be fair to you, we should have known Saka was going to get injured at some point because he gets injured every year. That was short sighted of us. But when we're going into crunch games and Madueke is the only right winger, that's nervous for me, bro. That's nervous for me, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's very very nervy for me, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. You man have spent 100 m's for similar, so don't try it. You man have spent 100 m's for similar. You can't win at home. You got 200 mil in your midfield, 200 million in your midfield at least, and can't win against Man United. You can't win at home. You haven't won at home since January. You got 200 million. You got two of the most expensive players of all time in your midfield, and you can't win. You haven't won at home since Jan. So just what are we doing? What are we doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? If I'm driving off the cliff, you're coming off the cliff with me. We're all going off the cliff here. We're all going off the cliff, bro. You're talking like you're off. We're off the cliff, and you're on the cliff. We're off the cliff together here, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? F text what you saying. No quote from me. Let's just drive off the cliff then. Let's just drive off the cliff. Um, the best way for Arsenal to win is attack. Man City are very vulnerable at the back. If you sit back, you will not win against City because they will find a way. I entirely agree. I entirely agree. Do you know what I mean? Zubi is a downgrade on Partey. That's true, but Thomas Partey had multiple rape allegations, so it's just pointless even bringing him up. He had multiple rape allegations, and since he's left Arsenal, he's got even more rape allegations, and some of them are turning into charges. So it's irrelevant. That I don't put down to Arteta. The reason I say it's irrelevant, I don't mean to be rude, but that's the situation that's taken out of Arteta's hands. We can't have someone who's continually getting rape allegations and convictions in the team. So he's gone. Do you know what I mean? But I agree with you. From a physical Partey on his best day was better than Zubamendi, but Partey on his worst day was worse than Zubamendi. Partey would have days where he would fall asleep. And also, Thomas Partey, to be fair to Zubamendi, Zubamendi's been fit and available all season. Partey was injured from the moment we signed him to the moment he left, which is like 4 years. Thomas Partey was injured for 55% of the time. He was injured over half the time. So I can't. So it's, he can. I see what you're saying about a downgrade, but Thomas Partey never played. He was always injured, always injured. So that I'm not bothered about Thomas Partey. To be fair, um, I'm winning more trophies than you this season, but we are both dead. Shout out to that. That's a player I'd sell. A fair weather midfield is the worst thing you can have in the Prem. This is what I'm saying. For me, I think Zubamendi, and it's gonna sound mad disrespectful because I know he does it in Spain. I know he does it for the Spanish national team and all these things. Yeah, Zubamendi for me, and maybe he's playing more because obviously Marino's been injured, Havertz has been injured, Odegaard's been injured, so maybe he's played more football than Arteta would have liked him to have played. Um, but yeah, I think he's fine. He's fine. That's how I describe him. He's fine, but he's not someone that I've seen rise in big moments. Do you know what I mean? He scored a wavy goal against Spurs. He's got a mad volley earlier on in the season. He's capable, but nah, nah, nah. The time of reckoning has come, man. We don't. When you don't wrap things up early, days like this happen. Well, this is it. We're in this position because of losses to dropping points to Sunderland, dropping points to Wolves, losing against Bournemouth. This is what it is. This is why we're here. Do you know what I'm saying? We should be in a far more comfortable position. If this is why, even if we win the league, people are going to look at Arteta's CV and say, right, what we've got a decision to make because nothing's ever comfortable. Nothing's ever comfortable under this manager. Ever. Ever. When we finish fourth, it's not comfortable. Do you know what I'm saying? But and nothing we do is ever comfortable. At least under Wenger, we could comfortably finish fourth. We're finishing fourth this year. We comfortably finish fourth. We can't comfortably like. I feel like playing for Arteta for 2 years is more draining than playing for Wenger for 2 years. Do you know what I'm saying? It's more emotionally draining at the end. Do you know what I mean? I'm not hearing this Partey revisionism. We ain't even got to talk about Thomas Partey. Do you know what I'm saying? He was constantly injured. He had great moments, but he wasn't consistently. If Thomas Partey was in this, Rice is in a conversation, whether you like him or not, he's in a conversation with Rodri and Caicedo. They're the three best DMs. When Thomas Partey was at Arsenal, and if Thomas Partey stayed at Arsenal, he would never be in that conversation. Caicedo and Rodri would be clearly above him. Clearly above him. Because he'd have great moments. He'd have, you know, he's the Adel Tarab of DMs, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? He'll have a great moment. Do you know what I mean? Randomly, he's gonna chop and play the ball through to Saka and it's bins. But he's not doing that every week. He's not doing that every week. Do you know what I'm saying? Caicedo has his limitations, but Caicedo is incredibly consistent. Caicedo is incredibly consistent at the things that he's good at. We know he's going to win the ball back. He's not the best at ball carrying. He's not the best creator, but he's an elite ball winner. He's going to consistently win the ball in the midfield. Now, what happens with Palmer or Enzo when he passes it off? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's not up to him, but we know what he's going to do. With Partey, we don't know what he's going to do week to week. We have no idea what he's going to do week to week. Partey was, bro. We watch Partey, bro. You got Arsenal fans here. Me, F Tepsa, and Mac are telling you we watch this brother every single week, bro. Every single week we watch this guy, bro. He's not in that conversation because of consistency, bro. If you watch highlights, he's in the conversation because he can do what Caicedo can do. He can do it. But if Caicedo does it 8 times out of 10, and Rodri does it 9 times out of 10, Partey does it 4 times out of 10. Do you know what I'm saying? And he was consistently injured. He was injured 50% of the time. He played one season, only one season that he played for us. Did he play more than like 20 games? I'm not hearing the Partey thing, bro. I'm not hearing it, bro. Do you know what I mean? This guy was always injured. Do you know what I mean? And he's a rapist anyway, so it is what it is. But this brother was always injured, bro. Man can't rely on him. Man could never rely on him, bro. Let me go and have a look at the numbers because I'm sure there's only one season. The last season before he left, he actually started turning up. He was playing for a contract. But obviously, if he knew the allegations were coming, he's probably playing for his life, blood. All right, 21, cool. First season for us, he played 24 games. Second season, he played 24 games. Third season, he played 30 games. Fourth season, he played 14 games. 14 games. And then the last season, he played 35 games. Only one season did he play more than 30 games, bro. He was with us for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He was with us for 5 years, and he played more than 30 games in all comps twice in 5 years. Twice in 5 years, bro. I'm talking about the Shaka season of Jesus, bro. That's one season, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's one season. What's that? The 20? That's like the what year was that? 21, 22, something like that. When did Shaka join Leverkusen? Shaka joined Leverkusen in 23. So you're talking the 22-23 season. That was the year he played 33 games. Before that, he played 24 games twice. And the following season after that season, he played 14 games. 14 games all year. He played 14 games. The 23-24 season, he played 14 games all year. We can't rely on that, bro. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. It's not consistent, bro. We can't rely on that. We can't have that. But yeah, with regards to today, I don't know. Like I say, for me, I would like to see us go and attack. I would like to see us go and attack. We might not attack consistently, but I would like to see us. Man City are very, very good attacking wise. They've been quiet early on in the season, but they've started to grow in their attack. I don't know that we can just sit deep and let them attack wave after wave after wave. And one thing that their midfield is good at, Turkey, you're saying a fully fit passer. You're talking about 1 year, bro. You're talking about 1 year. He had one cold season, one off in 5 years. That's not consistent. What are we judging a player off? Do you know what I'm saying? Are you judging a player off his best ever period, or are you judging a player over the time that he's at your club? Do you know what I'm saying? What are we judging him off? Man could easily pick a certain time when Enzo did something good and be like, yeah, Enzo's cold. But what are we judging him off, bro? Over the whole 5 years, he wasn't good, bro. He was okay. He was okay. Do you know what I'm saying? The problem that I have here, Samson, it's like boxing, isn't it? The problem I have with Arteta is Mikel Arteta gives our opposition confidence. He gives our opposition confidence. Do you know what I'm saying? For me, just like a boxer managing a boxing match, if I'm boxing you and you're better than me, you're bigger and stronger than me. I have to pick my moments to push you backwards. I have to pick my moments to push you backwards. With Arteta, we know City's all about confidence. City started the season very slowly. They started the season attacking wise quite poorly. Their defense is a makeshift defense. They're a great team, but there's opportunities to get at them. He will not do that. He will not do that. And if City come into this game, they're not going to come into this game with any nerves. But let's say they came into this game a bit nervous, right? When they beat Liverpool with the last like 94th minute goal, Bernardo Silva said, "We felt if we didn't win this game, we were out of it." So we know that there was a period of time not too long ago where City felt like they were out of it. Yeah. We are about to go into this game, and in the first 10 minutes, Mikel Arteta is going to give Manchester City confidence. And when I say he's going to give Man City confidence, what I mean is the first three shots on target are all going to be Man City shooting at Arsenal. The first three shots on target are going to be Man City shooting at Arsenal. That is going to give them confidence. We need to not allow them to get into their stride, but we're going to. This is the frustration. I've come here. I feel like I've come here to watch my team lose because of how the manager sets up. Not just because of the talent, because of how the manager is going to set up. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if we play for a draw, we're going to lose, bro. I said this. I said this in the show. If we play for a draw, we're going to lose. You know how dead football is. Bruno's on the verge of breaking Henry's assist record. Shout out to Bruno. Arteta's playing for a draw. Let's be real, and that means he's playing to lose. Mac, I agree. I agree. For the future of this football club, not just this season, but for the whole future of this club, we have to. If we can go out there, if we were to go out there, we know our Arsenal struggle with bottling. We know that we struggle with a mentality thing. If we were to go out there and beat these man 3-1, not only do we use that momentum to go and win the league, but when we go there next season, we won't have that same fear factor. We won't have that same fear factor. Do you know what I'm saying? And we Arteta's not going to do that. Even if we win the league, even if we win the league this season, we know under Arteta, this is why some Arsenal fans want him gone. Under Arteta, we know we will go back to the Etihad next year and do the same thing. Even if we won this game 3-1, we'd go back to the Etihad next year and pile up six at the back and be nervy. Why, bruv? Why? I, the thing is, Samson, I hear you, but I disagree. I agree with what you're saying. The results of the last three games are a huge factor. I do agree with that. But what I'm saying is, he sets up like a coward regardless. Do you know what I'm saying? Shane sent me a short with no captions on it. 1 second. Shane just sent me a clip of like the show. And that's exactly what I said in the clip. If we try to play for a draw, we'll lose. We cannot go and play for a draw. Do you know what I mean? We have to go to now. When I say play for a win, that doesn't necessarily mean gung ho, go for it, throw defense out the window. That's not what I'm saying. But going for we cannot sit and just allow them to dictate the pace of the game. If we play the game at their pace and we don't make them uncomfortable, we're over. It's over for us. Agreed. Absolutely agreed. This is what I'm saying, Ahmad. This is where Arsenal fans, even if he wins the league, are going to look at him and say, right, what are we doing here? What are we actually doing here? Do you know what I'm saying? That's the Yeah, AT's in the chat. Alexis, AT's in the chat. It's 100% Samson. 100%. That's exactly what it is. But even when we played Real Madrid and we beat them 3-0, yeah, you'd think, cool, you beat Madrid 3-0 away at the Bernabeu. Happy days. Bro, these man, the next game we played PSG, we went into our shell again. Like, when we are confident, when we do something which should gain us confidence, we don't take that confidence with us into the next game. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't take that confidence with us, blood. That's the problem. Whenever we do something big, it's like it's a surprise. It's like, right, how did this happen? Do you know what I mean? I'm glad Odegaard's back. I do think he's good. I think that he'll go for it. I think that Odegaard also is one of the few players in our team that's not intimidated of Haaland. 100%. 100%. This is what I'm saying. We could go and beat these man 3-0, and next year we'll be nervous again. Next year we'll be nervous again, bro. We played Liverpool and we were the better side, and we should have won that game. If we played attacking, we could have won that game. And they scored a great free kick late on. When we played Liverpool again, we looked nervous again. Why? Erdogan's dead, man. Nah, he's not dead, bro. He's actually not dead. He's not dead. He's not levels. Do you know what I mean? He's not like, I keep saying Vitinha, but he's not Vitinha levels and that, but he's not dead. Like that mentality can't only be Arteta, bro. It can't be, because we had the same under Wenger, we had the same we had the same under Arteta, under Wenger, we had the same under Emery. So it can't. I blame Arteta because he's the man in charge. He's not getting off scot free, but it's not only him. We've had other managers and it's been the same. Do you know what I mean? Man said it's like Brian Norman changing coaches. Yeah, facts, bro. This is football, isn't it? Attacking football. If at the top level of football, attacking the best attack should beat the best defense. Should. Do you know what I'm saying? At the top level of football, the best attack in the world should beat the best defense. If you give me the best, remember the attack to win a game, the attack only has to get it right once. Don't have to get it right once. The defense have to get it right consistently. If you give me a back four of the best four defenders of all time and the best goalkeeper of all time, and you give me an attacking four of the best front three and the best 10 of all time, the attack should score, because that's football. Do you know what I'm saying? So you cannot try to win leagues and score prediction. I've got to go 2-1 Arsenal. I have to. I have to. I just have to. I don't even want to, but I have to. And it looks like Eze is going to be out wide. I don't even know how I feel about this. I guess Trossard could be good off the bench. Maybe Gyökeres could be good. We've not really seen Gyökeres off the bench, to be fair. Gyökeres, Martinelli, Jesus, all these guys off the bench. Don't hug him, Mikel. Don't hug him. It's bad juju, blood. Imagine Arsenal win and lose their next game. Samson, why, bro? Why? Eze left wing is dead, though. I hear you, but so is Martinelli. I don't know if Eze's just ball retention, recycling. I don't know if Eze's going to look to come inside. Pause. My concern is Doku on the left against Mosquera. That's my main concern. And when they attack and they go high to Haaland, yeah, it's not even about Haaland scoring. It's about Haaland popping the ball off to Bernardo Silva. That's the danger. Once Haaland's just the sticky part of the team, the ball goes to Haaland and it sticks, and they get a lot of support around him. If we're going to go long to Havertz, we've got to quickly get support around him. I think that's where Eze could be good. Eze as a left winger is dead. You're right. Mosquera's right back. Eze is a left winger's dead if you're expecting him to be a left winger like a Semenyo or a Doku that's running at someone. Do you know what I'm saying? But I don't think he'll be that. I think he's going to drift inside and play and accompany Erdegaard as that midfield. When we go long to Havertz, Eze steps inside, and then we've got pieces to play with. So let's see how it goes. It's true. Entitlement's a good word for it. Entitlement is a really good way to put it. Why is this submissive Erdogan guy talk? Hey, respect the captain, bruv. Respect to the captain, bruv. We're underway. Arsenal trying to put some sort of attack together early. Doku goes down. This is the other thing as well. We got to see how the referee is going to referee this game. Oh, the nerves, blood. I'd rather be playing than be here, bro. Honestly, when I play football, I like a semi-final or a final. Like I can play in a high pressure moment, bro. But watching, but we got to use Havertz, bro. Bro, I just want Mikel Marino to come out like the fucking Undertaker, blood. Bro, I'll be gassed, bro. Man, I'm missing Mikel Marino, blood. That's what we've got to in this team, bro. Even though he's a baller still. Semenyo showing good physicality. It's only a minute in, but this is what I want to see from Arsenal. Don't let Man City get into their stride. Don't allow them to get into their stride. Got to win that. Win that ball, man. Who was that? Saliba. Madueke dispossessed way too easy. To be fair, he had about 6 players around him, but even still. Yeah, facts. Marino could have been one of them outstanding players, bro. Facts. Facts. It's weird. Like we seem to have lost a lot of our physicality. I know we just mentioned Marino, but when we started the season, it was like especially when we're scoring lots of corners, it was like Arsenal was this team of like giants and big, strong men and real good athleticism. And now we look like a lot of our athleticism's gone. Like the actual physical strength, like we lose a lot of the physical battles. Eze, that's really poor. Ball played through his legs to Mateus Nunes. One thing I will say about Eze, defensively, he's almost useless. And sometimes you start Martinelli for his defensive legs. Eze's another one that's very, very good in very specific circumstances. Do you know what I mean? Rice is definitely playing for a bit of he's either injured or exhausted, but he can get rested after this. Do you know what I'm saying? But right now, Rice actually will not care. Rice is one of the athletic guys that he'll want to play. 100%. I don't think they're going to stick to a set kind of structure in it. They're going to just oh my god, David Raya, David Raya, David Raya. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You're welcoming the pressure. Before they put pressure on you, you're welcoming the pressure. Shout out Kyle in the chat. Remember the amount of games that Arsenal have played, physical strength, fatigue sets in. It does. But you know what it is, yeah? In the history books, no one remembers that, blood. No one remembers that. That's just what it is. David Raya is supposed to be our safe pair of hands, blood, and this is what he's doing. Now we go. Now we go. Now we go. Why is it so slow? Why is it so slow? Why is it so slow? Mac, we're making them comfortable. We're making them confident for no reason. We're making them confident for no reason. We're giving them confidence, bro. Man said pen. How could man say is that a pen? He's got his hands behind his back, trying not to give away a handball. Samson, this is what I said, bro. I said the problem I have with Arteta is we're gonna start the game. They're nervous just like we're nervous. But they're nervous just like we're nervous. The difference is they're controlling their nerves and we're showing our nerves. Bro, don't do that, bro. If a man pulls out a shank and says, give me your phone, don't tremble, bro. Don't tremble. Man are trembling on the pitch, bro. Where's the real men? Where's the real men here, bro? It's not even a bad corner, bro. We don't need it. The thing is, if we scumbag a goal, yeah, Ahmad, if we scumbag a goal, leaned into it 50-50. He leaned into it with his arms behind his back, bro. What do you mean, bro? Man's arms back, man looking like George Floyd on the pitch, bro. What you talking about? He leaned into it, bro. Shut up, bro. Man, are jarring me, bro. Shut up, bro. Like the video. Corner comes in. Back post. Gabriel. Oh, that was mascara, to be fair. Man said he leaned into it. Don't forget as well, when we get to 5K subs, Shane is getting a body shot challenge from me. He's going to take a body shot from undefeated amateur 11-0 Nick Francis. And when we get to 10K, I'm going to take a leg kick from a professional MMA fighter. So to see us inflicted with physical pain as much as emotional pain, make sure that you subscribe and get the man them to subscribe. By the way, K, show me something. Oh, the touch is baggy. Baggy, bro. You fucking Dalston pussy with that baggy touch, bruv. Havertz with the flick on. That's exactly what we need. I'm not even sure that was offside, but whatever. 100%. We need some bastards, bro. A few years ago, I said this is why if I could have signed any player from City like 3-4 seasons ago, it would have been Bernardo. People said, what about KDB? KDB, yeah, but bro, that touch was outrageous, bro. Just for no reason as well. Like for actually for no reason. Like that's where City are clearly better than us. They've got so many players that are very, very tidy. I know a lot of people find Saka a little bit boring. That's a good tackle. That's a good tackle. I know a lot of people find Saka a little bit boring. He's not the most exciting player. He's a little bit boring. I understand that. But you see, when you watch Madueke play football, yeah, you realize, bro, Saka is just so tidy, bro. And City have so many players that are very, very tidy. Your Bernardos, your Cherkies, extremely tidy. Aubameyang did have that. It's not that coaches don't like individual personality. That's just some social media narrative. Aubameyang was the captain and would regularly get to training late or get to the team bus late. But you're the captain. Aubameyang didn't actually like the responsibility. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the problem. You want to be a leader and you want to be on the top paper, but you don't want to actually be a leader. You don't actually want to be like a captain. You don't really want that. So Doku coming forwards. Haaland, like I said, they're going to use him as a wall. How did we downgrade from Madueke? 1.5 billion spend, blood. 1.5 billion spend. Nick, I ain't hearing that your best player still to this day is Obama. He won you that FA Cup. Our best player. You mean our best player under Arteta? Our best player of all time is Thierry Henry, blood. What are you talking about? Just like I said, go long to Havertz. He's going to flick it on. Eze needed to be there. Eze needed to support him a little bit more. Good touch from Eze. Uber Eats. I don't need notifications right now, bro. This is not the time, Uber Eats, bro. Man, I don't need notifications right now. Eze's brought down. Ref, no foul. Let's get a shot from here, boys. Let's get a shot from here. I don't mind that. Fuck it, bruv. Shots, bruv. Shots everywhere, bruv. Man need to move like ice agents, blood. Just shoot anything, bruv. Shoot anything, bruv. It's nice from Erdegaard as well. See, Erdegaard, he plays them passes, bro. Whether man like him or not, he plays them passes. When he's at his best, he can do it, bro. And what Erdegaard's going to do is he's going to play that pass once, he's going to play it twice. The third time, he's going to shoot. Rice with the corner. Couple kind of dangerous corners. Hey, Saliba, I might need a little Vincent Company. Just have a shot, lads. Corner boys for real, blood. The wire, blood. Avon Barksdale and them, man. Man said this anti-football is pissing me. We're not even playing anti-football. What are you talking about? We're not even playing anti-football. Hey, Samson, that's why I wanted either Bruno G or Tonali, bro. Imagine this team with like a Tonali in it or a Bruno G in it. Get Zubamendi out of here, bro. Zubamendi can just do the El Neni thing, blood. Do you know what I mean? Come on, 10 minutes here and there. Imagine the midfield three of Rice, Tonali, and fucking Rice, Tonali, Havertz, and Marino. Bro. Bro. Bro, how we get from a corner to Raya? I hear you. Okay, that was bad, but that's not anti-football though. That was shit. Zubamendi's a good signing, but I want him gone. No, I don't want him gone. I want his responsibilities restricted, blood. You know, like that. I don't want him starting every game for us across a 38-game season, bro. That's not. I don't want him gone. But obviously, it's injuries, isn't it? Havertz been injured a lot of the season, so's thing. Tonali and Bruno G and League is gone. And Sky Sports will be having convos on the rules more often. Bro, 100%, bro. Bro. Rice, Bruno G, and Marino in the midfield with Gyökeres and Havertz up top. Oh my dick, bro. You man think you've seen Haram, bro. You man think you've seen Haram. It's going to get a whole lot worse, blood. It's going to get a whole lot worse. IDF football, blood. Abby Summers will be supporting us on that. 100%, blood. Facts. We need a cross in the box here, boys. It's good football, but we need a cross in the box. We don't need that to Madueke. Erdogan, I just praised you for the last pass. That one wasn't great. The thing is, you got to be realistic, innit? You got to be realistic when you're playing the ball. If you're playing the ball through to Madueke and he's marked by Kusanov, he's not strong enough for that. So you got to be friendly with the pass and know what you're asking the opposition to do, innit? AT, I knew you'd like that joke, blood. Man, I need to understand. Anne Hathaway and Dua Lipa are watching right now. Wherever they are in the world, Anne Hathaway is watching, man, them. Don't let man do jinky majinky footwork at left back. Is that not a free kick? Is that not a free kick? Look at Zubamendi's positioning. Look where Zubamendi's standing. You don't want the ball there. You're standing right between Haaland and Bernardo Silva, right next to them. You don't want the ball there. Havertz, that's lovely. Man, no, I just need you to deep Zubamendi's positioning, bro. It's not when he's on the ball, He can do some things. When he's on the ball, he can do. But the thing is, Rice is getting a blight because Rice runs a million miles a game. Zubamendi don't do nothing. He just sits at the back. Zubamendi, if Rice tells me he's tired and exhausted, I hear you. Zubamendi can't tell me he's exhausted based on what I've seen this season. Doku just cooked whoever that was. I think that was Erdegaard. And that's why Rice just drops back and makes that tackle, bro. Man, them, if you're watching the game and you see what Havertz just did, you just see a man die in real time, bro. You just saw a man die, bro, because he just died in 4K live. Look, Eze's getting shoved off the ball by this North African blood. All these man eat is fucking couscous, bro. Move my man off the ball, man. You're saying Eze's being wasted in left wing, but where are you going to play him? You need Erdegaard in the team. So where's Eze? Where's Eze going to play them? Where would you play him? What would you do differently? Because Erdegaard can't play on the wing. 1-0. 1-0. And it's Shirky, bro. Shirky's good, yeah. I'm not saying he's not good, yeah, but we make it so easy for this brother. Shirky's good, yeah, but I don't even think he's that wavy, bro. I'll be honest, bro. He's good, but he's not that wavy. Like he's unchallenged there, bro. He's unchallenged, bro. I agree we shouldn't have started I agree we shouldn't have started Zubamendi. Turkey's just going through unchallenged, bro. With that dead fucking ugly trim. Fuck off, man. You fucking rat, bruv. On my mum's life, if I see Shirky in the street, I'll spit in his face. Wallahi. Wallahi Yadin, I'll spit in this guy's face if I see him. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you I'll spit in his face. He's a good player, Samson. That's not what I'm saying, though, bro. We made it so easy for him. Eze's pissed me off. Eze at left wing has pissed me off, bro. No fight, no bite, no nothing, bro. Look at this defender from Eze. What are you doing? You just let Mateus Nunes chest the ball. Chest it, bro. What are we doing? The only person that tried to make a tackle was Gabriel. The only person that tried to make a tackle was Gabriel. Everyone else just stood there. Everyone else just stood there looking. Just looking. I want to punch someone up today, bro. I want to go outside and punch someone in the face. I want to go outside and punch someone in the face. The big man thing. I want to go outside and just fight someone, bro. Anyone. Oh my god! Haram football, blood. Haram. Haram. Yes, bruv. Yes, you, bruv. You disabled rat blood. You tall, lanky, lurch Italian pussy. Fuck you. Brexit means Brexit, blood. Fuck you, blood. You pussy. Fuck you. Your deformed head shape. And your shit beard, blood. Fuck off, bruv. It's not down to Eze on his own, but I need man, bro. This is Kyle. This is a title game. I need man flying into challenges, bro. Kyle, you've seen me play football. Kyle, tell these man what I'm like at football, blood. You've seen me at football. Right? I need to fly into challenges, bro. Fly into challenges, bro. Fucking hurt someone. Make these man shook of you, bro. Remember when you used to play football for school and a team would come to your school? Yeah, and you got the big stare, blood. All your gal at your school watching the next team. Like, oh, who's that guy? And you got the stare off. Man, need to win the stare off, blood. What's man talking about? Header needs to go out and wide basics. No, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, but still, bro. Donnarumma looks shit. Man have got to win their battles, bro. Got to. Eze's lost 2 or 3 battles, bro. Are you Nigerian or not, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? That description is so niche, bro. That's what it is, bro. Especially if you ever played rugby, bro. The stare down, yeah, bro. I've seen a team of big black players in rugby win a game of rugby, yeah. And I'll be honest, they were fucking shit, but they were massive and black. And the other team was small and white, and so they just got shook. The other team's better, technically better, but it was just shook blood, and that's what it was. Ball through to Haaland. Semenyo died, bruv. I thought he got injured there, but that's a prime. Who told him to come off his line, bruv? Facts. Havertz first goal in 14 months. To be fair, he's been injured for like 6 or 7 months. So, but man, no Havertz. Yeah, Havertz is a big game player, bro. Man, have seen him score for Chelsea Champions League final in that blood. Do you know what I'm saying? So, man, know what Havertz can do. Madueke, please. Madueke, please. Please, just pretend to be someone else for 20 minutes, blood. I don't mind that from Eze. That's where Eze's good. Those little passes in the pocket. Ah, oh, Hincapié, that was dead. I can see what he tried to do though. Hincapié tried to fucking kick it off the other player to get that corner, but this is what I'm saying, bro. Their defense is not good, bro. Their back five is not great, innit? We've got to test these, man, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Through in a boxing match, you just let man punch you up. You're gonna lose, bro. Even if the other guy's not got a good chin, you got to hit him. He must have been injured since the final, blood. Nah, he scored big goals for us, blood. Havertz has scored big goals for us. Turkey's free again. But bro, Eze's new to the team, innit? He can't tell other man to get on his wavelength. He's just got to do what the responsibility of the team is to do, bro. Doku is good and dead at the same time, bro. How's Doku good and dead at the same time? Bro, you man chat so much fucking shit. I want to see you man play football. And 90% of all players in the world in that situation with no support try and get a corner. 90% of all players in the world. I'm seeing Man City fans biting their nails with no fade on their trim. Get these ugly northern pricks off my screen, man. Who's up there? Good header from Rice. We need to win this first header. We win it. Nice. It's nice from Eze. Yeah, you see the pass. Just play the pass. Play. There's nothing there. Play the pass. Oh, there's no way we're doing that. There's no way we're doing that. We've got someone free out wide and we're playing it to the player, surrounded by 6 players, bro. Surrounded, bro. What are we doing? Nah, Kyle, blood. It's not even a stray bullet, blood. I can't stand these man, bro. These Northerners, but I can't stand it, bro. Man supporting teams from 200 miles from where they live and all that kind of fuckery, blood. What's man talking about? Probably how the EDL run you out of their town, blood. You know, like that. Don't let them know your next move. 100%, bro. 100%. Okay, now we've got the ball at the back. Who's going to come and show for it? Poor from Saliba to not be able to pick a pass there. Lads, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. I don't want this. I don't want this. Let's get rid of this. Thank you, Gabriel. Eze wins the header. It didn't go to Havertz, but I don't mind that, bro. Win that header, bro. Doku again against Mosquera. He's just going to beat him for pace every time, but he has to go backwards. That's all Mosquera can do. Just marshal him. And look at Cherky again. And Eze, to be fair to him, is left with two. They've identified that side. Eze's got Mateus Nunes and Cherky if the ball comes back this side. There's Mateus Nunes. Eze's got to get to him quickly. Strolling. And then there's Cherky. It's what I just called it. I just called it. Fucking strolling, man. Man is strolling around the pitch. They're inviting the pressure now. They're inviting the pressure. Havertz, do not let this one-legged fucking Spanish pussy fucking stroll around. Stroll around you. Man, I don't want to play football with me, you know, bro. Because I'm clamping, man, bro. I'm clamping, man, bro. And if man want to fight, we can just fight him. I'm rassing, man, you know. Ask Kyle, bro, in the chat. Me and him playing football together. I'm clamping, man, bro. If man want to get vexed, they can get vexed then. But you try to do them jiggery pokery against man, bro. You're getting clamped, bro. It's good defending. Mateus Nunes again wins that header against Eze. Mateus Nunes is gonna win headers against Eze. Like he is that it's gonna happen. But there exactly, man are getting clamped, bro. Man are getting clamped, bro. 100%, 60 pound ticket, PCN and all that. Do you know what I'm saying? Eze lost that ball to Mateus Nunes, which is fine. But he battled for the ball. At least he battled. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't just give up possession of the ball so easy. We can't do that. And I'm not gonna lie, man, I know what I'm gonna say. This is a game that needs Martinelli, bro. Martinelli off the bench, bro. Haaland gets away with murder. You know, like technically he does. I know what you're saying. Like I say, he's just a wall. That's what I said. Like he can't receive the ball, spin on a half turn and go. But he gets so many goals and he occupies the defense a lot. Do you know what I'm saying? So I can. He does get away with murder. I can see what you're saying, but he gets so many goals. It's like you kind of have to accommodate him in the team. If he don't get goals, he's useless. I hear that, but he gets goals in it. Man are losing every 50-50, bro. I don't want Martinelli in this game now, Samson, but I'm saying if it stays 1-1, 65, 70 minutes when they're starting to push more and more, because they will have to. Shane made a good point that if it's a draw in the last 10 minutes, they'll have to go for it. When they start having to go for it, I think Martinelli's in behind Mateus Nunes. Not now, but I think last 10, 15 minutes. They should force the keeper to play long and anticipate Haaland winning the flick-ons. That's what I thought they were going to do. That's what I thought they were going to do. Use Haaland for the first ball and then try and win goals off the second ball, which is what we should do with Havertz. Havertz wins the first ball there. Then they go long. Haaland doesn't win the first ball against Gabriel, but just disrupts him enough. Then we go long to Madueke, but Madueke is not winning any header against Nico O'Reilly. That's never going to happen. See, you look a little bit shaky playing out from the back. I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't say Odegaard's done nothing so far. But Odegaard's the person that leads the press. He leads our press. Why can we not play that pass? We've done so well, Saliba, to come up and win that ball, but then the pass is dead. It goes for a goal kick as well. They can't play out from the back, bro. They can't, Mac. They can't play out from the back. They've got Rodri dropping in to between the two centre mids. They can't play out from the back, bro. He's not great with his feet, innit? He's not great. We know that him with the ball at his feet is obviously the weakest part of his game. 100%. But at the same time, because it's the weakest part of his game, he just normally keeps it simple. David Raya's good with the ball at his feet, but because of that, he wants to fucking play football like he's a centre mid. Don't let him turn. Don't let him out. Don't let him out. Don't let him out. Oh, Nico O'Reilly, that's lovely. Nico O'Reilly, that's actually lovely. That's so good. That's so good. Should not be letting him out there. That's so good from Nico O'Reilly. That's just it's just great football. It's lovely football. But that's so bad. There's two of you there. The goalkeeper's marks. You don't let him get out. You're in on goal. You ain't got to commit for the. You ain't got to commit for the tackle. You just have to stand him up. It's great feat. I mean, what can you say? Cherky's really good at picking up spaces. He just picks up little tight spaces. It's just really tidy. But it's frustrating to watch from an Arsenal perspective because we've got to be there soon. We've got to be on him. Yeah, he definitely does. He definitely does. 100%. He's not twanged by the Henri propaganda blood. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is? He obviously he resonates with the white side of his family more than the black side blood because he obviously hates us. That's just what it is. Madueke stays with Doku really well. That was decent to be fair. Why does Erdegaard do that? The ball is there for Erdegaard to go and win it. He sprints up to the ball, gets a yard away from the ball, and then just kind of slows down. He doesn't want any type of physical contact whatsoever. That must come from his injury. Declan Rice again. Lovely tackle from Declan Rice. This is why when people talk about Declan Rice and Zubimendi, someone made a comment earlier. This is why, because this is what Declan Rice does. Facts. O'Reilly with it. Yeah, I lie, blood. Fucking hell, bruv. Them AT made up facts, bruv. And Chat GPT made up statistics. AT's a madman, you know. I don't know how he's not serving a 3-match ban for that. Haaland flicked it on. But I can't not watch Shirky Sire, bro. Like I have to watch him, bro. He's one of the main danger men, bro. Havertz, great flick on. Arsenal can't seem to retain any type of possession at the moment. That's nice from Hincapié, to be fair. Really, really nice. Play on. Hincapié's going. Travel, 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 travel. I agree with you, bro. I totally agree. I totally agree with you. But other people don't see it. Do you know what I mean? But Erdegaard, do you know what it is? He has his limitations in it. It depends what you like. Erdegaard has his limitations. So when people say he's not good, I understand where they're coming from. But as somebody that watches Arsenal, he's always going to be the person to show to get us from defense to attack. He's a really good, really important pivot player. Do you know what I'm saying? He does a lot of stuff for us, but it's but the GA isn't there. Do you mean if he added 10 GA more, he'd be respected totally differently. So I do get he has areas where he's limited. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but he's too one footed as well. That's the other problem with him. Very, very one footed. This is what I was saying before. Remember, I said at the beginning of the game, if we can get past that first attacking line, if we can get past Bernardo Silva and Shirky, we can get into attack. Because Rodri's sitting so deep, he's sitting with the back four. Seems like a harsh yellow card for Mosquera there, but fair enough. And this is not a game for Ben White either. Erdegaard is a 1% who fills in a lot of gaps that other players don't do is good enough. I hear you. You're not like I say. You're not wrong. I don't necessarily disagree with that assessment, but I think that like I said, is a squad. I think he offers a lot to a squad. Zubamendi, I think he can offer stuff to a squad as a starter and as a captain. I don't know, and I think because he's come in and been a starter and a captain, I think it's like if he's not going to be a starter and a captain consistently, then anything is better than Havertz in the midfield. I don't know about that. I like Havertz as the nine, though. I will say that I like Havertz as the nine. Coming up to 40 minutes so far in this game, City probably showing a bit more intent, but it is quite even. I know they got the goal through like brilliance from Shirky, and we got the goal through a mistake from the keeper, but it's fairly even still. Again, Erdegaard not going to receive that ball. The ball's passed straight to him, but if there's any contact on him, he doesn't want to be involved in the contact. And I'm just seeing individual moments of brilliance from the City players, and I'm not really seeing any individual moments of brilliance from the Arsenal players. I think you're right, but if Erdegaard's going to drop to the bench, he's been the captain of Arsenal. He's played for Madrid. He's the captain of his national team. He'll just go. I don't think he'll hold the bench. Gabriel and Haaland going at it. Don't mind that. We need more players like Gabriel. Don't mind that at all. The thing with these two as well, what's sick about their little battle and rivalry is that you pretty much know it's never going to end in a fight. Like neither of them are men that want to fight. They both just want to play football, but they play football hard. Haaland wins that header. Saliba. That's what I said. No one wanted to talk about that. That's what I said, bro. These men went and signed the two best players outside the big six in January. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Madueke has pretty much zero like initiative. Play the ball. Play the ball. Erdegaard's there. We could have played the ball early. It's good defending from City, to be fair. Man said the rest of us aren't serious. You man spent 1.5 billion, blood. So you man spent money. It's a nice cross from Mosquera. Really nice cross from Mosquera. Kusanov is another player for them that really struggles for confidence. Corner comes in. We've not won the first header at any of these corners so far. Madueke could have easily got that ball. He could have easily got that ball. That must come from Pep, though. That must come from Pep. It must do. Or do you know what Pep does as well? Yeah. Do you man remember when Mayweather had his like fighting academy gym thing, and it was just sink or swim? I think that's what it is. You man mentioned Omar Mamouche and stuff. If you come in and you're not good, you're gone. City get rid of players quick. Do you mean you come in, you're not good, you're gone, bro. Done. Coming forwards now, Shirky again. Good block. Great block from Hincapié. Bro, if he weren't a player, he'd be a shit drill rapper, blood. That's what he'd be. I think that the thing that you were saying, Samson, about the no imposter syndrome thing, yeah, I think that's true. But also, City signed bare players. Remember, they signed like Savinho, who was there once. He's still there, but he started for one season. Then they signed the next left winger when he didn't bang. Then they signed the next winger. They'll just keep replacing you. If you don't bang, they'll keep replacing you. Do you know what I'm saying? He told me here for foot. He still looks better than he did at Chelsea. He still looks better than he did with Chelsea, bro. Yeah, Zubamendi against Haaland is definitely a big mistake. I don't know what they're trying to. I don't know if they're trying to just free up space for Gabriel and Saliba to run onto the ball or what they're trying to do. But off the line, that corner nearly goes in. There was a foul in there, but that Bernardo Silva corner almost went all the way in. Horrible time to concede now. 43 minutes. Come on. Yeah, not only is he your height, yeah, you're a shorter guy, but you're strong. Zubamendi's short and has no strength. He's got no athleticism whatsoever. The coaching at Arsenal just is not near that level. I don't know in it. Like obviously none of us are there on the training grounds, so we can't really say what is what level. But I think Arsenal we buy a lot of players. I'm not saying that we don't buy players. We don't spend money because obviously we do spend money. But I don't think we replace players as quick. If we buy Madueke and he looks like he's not good, I don't think that Madueke gets replaced so quick. Do you know what I mean? Generally speaking, most Arsenal fans aren't really that gassed or excited over Madueke. But we pretty much know he's going to be here for another 2 seasons at least. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't really do that thing where we'll just sign the next winger and replace him. That's not going to happen. Saliba, what we doing? Saliba, what we doing? Again, Rice mops up. And Zubamendi goes back to the keeper, back to the centre back. I don't mind that pass. Pop it off, Eze. Pop it off and go and travel and travel and travel and travel and travel. Why are we not going forwards? We're passing it to a player that's laying on the floor. That's what I'm saying, bro. And then after that, they replaced Savinho with Marmoush, and then replaced Marmoush with Semenyo, and now they've got all of them. 1 minute of added time. Yeah, but AT, you can score more. You can score more and get more goals and assists and still be shit. Mac, it's too early for that. It's too early to say you'll take a draw. It's only half time. It's too early, bro. You can't throw in the towel this early. Yeah, Pepe was way better than Madueke. Of course he was. Pepe was way better than Madueke. 100%. My issue with Madueke is not just the end product, which Pepe had. It's his lack of physicality. You see Pepe, yeah? Pepe, as a football player, Pepe was very difficult to move off the ball. Pepe was quite strong. Madueke has no strength. Eze seems to have no strength. Like these other foreign man, yeah. There was a time when English players, I know these men are black, but like English players used to be like hard body players. Like you can't move these men off the ball. Do you know what I'm saying? Like these man, like we get moved off the ball so easy, bro. So easy. Like honestly, it's ridiculous, bro. Absolutely ridiculous. Arteta's intending to play like this, no individual quality breaking through. If that's the case, then I really don't mind it for the first half. Do you know what I mean? If that's the case, then I don't mind it. I'm not saying that we've seen the best of City because we haven't, but City wouldn't have been expecting to be drawing at half time because we can have individual ability come into it later. I think City need, and Ahmad, this is to answer your question. You asked me if I'm happy with a draw. The draw, as a result, I'm okay with. I'm not happy, but I'm okay with it. But how we've played, I'm not so happy with. But I'm hoping that this is so that we can build on this in the second half. Do you know what I'm saying? That's my thought process. If we can build on this in the second half, then I'm not too vexed about it. Do you know what I'm saying? We have talent that can come off the bench. But I think in the second half we can actually go for it a little bit more. And I feel like there'll be more opportunity to run in behind because that defense here, like I said, at the beginning of the game. If we can get past that first wave, Haaland, Doku, Semenyo is dangerous. Cherky is probably their most dangerous player in the 10. If we can get past that, which we are struggling to do, we're struggling to pass through them because of how they're set up and their pace and all the rest of it. But if we can get past them and we get to the second line of defense, which is Bernardo and Rodri, Bernardo's sitting a little bit deeper, I think, or Rodri's sitting a little bit deeper. If we can get to that defensive line, I think there's goals in there. I think there's goals in there. Who's on your bench? We've got Jesus on the bench. I'll tell you who's on our bench. In terms of attackers, Dalman, Trossard, Martinelli, Gyökeres, Jesus. And in terms of attackers on their bench, Marmoush, Savinho, Foden. And then midfield, they've got Reinders, Nico O'Reilly. Midfield, we've got Norgard. And then we've got Lewis Skelly and Ben White as well. So there's options on both benches, but I think we've probably got the slightly better options on our bench. We've got better players on our bench, but not for how we're playing. But I do think that Martinelli, if we can go long to Havertz, get him flicking the ball on, What I want to see is the key thing for me. Havertz has to play the full 90. Whether we bring on Gyökeres, Jesus, Trossard, Martinelli, I think he'll bring on Trossard for a game like this, to be fair. Whether he brings on any of those players, Havertz has to stay on. If he subs Havertz off, we lose. This is a copy and paste of the final. Why are we trying to outball them? I don't think we are trying to outball them. We're not trying to outball them at all. We're just going long and trying to get a flick on from Havertz. But what we can't do. Are you on crack? Play to our strengths. Make this a game of duels. We've lost every duel, man. What are you talking about? Mali, we've lost every duel. Every physical one-on-one duel, we've lost it, bro. We've got Nico O'Reilly doing reverse sombreros against Madueke and Havertz and not making him and stuff. We've got Erdegaard pressing. Erdegaard is pressing, which he's doing fairly well, but he's scared to actually get into a physical 50-50. We can't win any duels, Mali. You want to go and win duels, we lose, bro. Who's winning the duel? Eze or Mateus Nunes? Mateus Nunes has won every single duel. Who's winning the duel? Nico O'Reilly or Madueke? The only people that can win duels in this team at the moment, other than Saliba and Gabriel, obviously, and even then Saliba looks a bit shaky, to be honest with you. But the only players that can win duels are Havertz winning headers and Rice winning duels in the middle of the park. And Rice is shattered, bro. He's shattered. You don't want. If you make this a game of duels, we're losing 5-1. We don't want to make this a game of duels. There's no way. Less than a Harry Potter blood. We don't want to see that. We will lose, bro. What we're doing right now is fine. What we need to do is at some point we'll get Eze off the pitch, or at some point we'll get Erdegaard off. We'll put Eze in the 10. We put Martinelli at left wing, and then we go long to Havertz, flick on to Martinelli and try and get him in behind. That's our best route. That, in my opinion, is our best route. Do you know what I'm saying? These men are moving to you second half. It's the same as the cup final, bro. We've got to not concede for the first 10 minutes of the second half, bro. We have to not concede for the first 10 minutes of the second half. Arsenal are not playing with confidence. Bad recent run of form, playing on their minds. The midfield do not want to show for the ball from the defense, which is why the defense are losing it. This is true, but the defense have to decide quicker to go long. They have to decide quicker. They're looking for the midfield. What our defense do is we look for the midfielders to come and receive the ball. We're looking, and as we're looking, we invite pressure. We need to decide quicker. Man City, the one thing that Man City are miles ahead of us at is the speed that they make their decisions. They make their decisions so fast. Even our best players, Gabriel's one of our best players, David Raya is one of our best players, even our best players take so long to make decisions. This is why people typically say about our team, Martinelli, Havertz, all these players, they'll say they're better scoring off instinct. They're much better scoring off instinct. That goal from Havertz was instinct. If Havertz had 10 yards to go and think about where he's going to score, he would miss. But the fact that he can just press and on instinct, this is why I want Martinelli on, because I think he can score late on, last 10, 15 minutes of pure instinct. Do you know what I mean? And not think about it. David Donnarumma took too long to think about where he was going to play that pass, and that's why he conceded a goal. But their midfielders think way faster. I think if they did a test, you know, there's a test where you stand in front of the board and it lights up, and you have to hit the buttons when it lights up. I think all their midfielders would be all of our midfielders. Bernardo Silva, Rodri, they make faster decisions than we make. We take so long to make our decisions. Do you know what I mean? And we need to look up. You're a winger, you look up, there's no midfielder, just get the ball in the box. Get the ball in the box. We need to decide. Do you know what I mean? We take shots as like a last recourse. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like racing drivers do the reaction tests. Do you know what I'm saying? That's it. Right, I think Rice has been okay. Rice is obviously shattered and playing for an injury. I think he's done okay. Do you mean Rice is breaking up play? He's stopped. He's saved us from goal scoring. He saved us from conceding twice at least in that first half. I'm not mad at what I've seen from Declan Rice. It's not the levels performance, but we know it's not going to be levels because he's played a lot of football. I'm not going to lie. They have more composure and do think quicker. 100%. 100%. They'll have more composure because of the last 5 years they've won 4 league titles. So they genuinely believe that they're better than us. They don't look at us with any type of intimidation. The only way they get intimidated of us is if we put intimidation on them. If we put it on them and we go and score a goal early, or we go 3-1 up, then they'll feel a level of pressure. But they won't feel that pressure without that. They'll just think, bro, you're Arsenal, you'll bottle it, and we're better than you. That's it. And they should feel that. What part do you disagree with? Rice is doing what Rice does, 100%. What part do you disagree with, Samson? And with Haaland, as limited as he is, I think club mentality is way more influential here. Yeah, but even if what difference is that we're in the same position? Okay, the club mentality of Man City is that they've won 4 league titles in the last 5 years, and the club mentality of Arsenal is that we've not won a league title in 22 years. We're in the same position. There's no point disagreeing. It's the same situation. What you said about Mosquera, I can't lie. He's going through it. I'll sub him, but White will get done the same way. White will get done worse. White will actually get done worse. Do you know what I'm saying? White will give Doku confidence. If Doku's standing up and looking at Mosquera, he's faster than Mosquera. He can beat Mosquera on the outside, but he's going to struggle to cut inside on Mosquera. Mosquera is very big and very strong. So he's not going to cut in. He's going to have to go to the byline, and he's quicker. So he might dart to the byline, get past Mosquera, and maybe get across the way. But he's going to have to do it fast because Mosquera, good recovery pace, and he's quite big and strong. If you've got White there, he can take White on the outside. He can take White on the inside. He can do whatever he wants with Ben White. Honestly, so for me, Ben White is not the answer to this. Do you know what I mean? Not unless we're going very late into the game, and even then, probably not. Get Zuby off. He only brings ball retention to the table. Doku would give White an ACL, 100%. We put Ben White on, especially now with 45 minutes to play. And Doku would be the best player in the second half. We put Ben White on right now. Ben White is like Zubamendi. Ben White is fine. If we play a low block where he's got loads of time and space, then Ben White is fine. But against someone like Doku, it's not the vibe. Club mentality is you don't perform, your replacement will be bought in. Is Arsenal's failure until the end. The thing is, that's true, but that's irrelevant to today's game, isn't it? We're just assessing today's game. But generally speaking, that's true. It's what I said about these man, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? These man have got Aitanuri that they bought in as a left back. They've got Ake they bought in as a left back. They've got Kusanov that they bought in as like a left centre back, and they've got Nico O'Reilly as well. Do you know what I mean? These man got bare left backs, bro. Do you know what I mean? Same as the wingers. Do you know what I mean? They had a winger. They bought in Marmoush to replace that winger. Then they bought in Savino. Then they bought in Marmoush, and then they bought in Semenyo in Jan to replace him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just constant flow of players. Do you know what I mean? Regardless if Arsenal wins 3 Premier League titles on the bounce, they will remain the same. I think if we won 3 on the bounce, I think there would be a difference. I think if we won 3 on the bounce, but I get what you're saying. I said that at the beginning of the game. Even if we win, one win is not going to change the mentality of the team or the mentality of the club. Do you know what I mean? So, but for me, I'm not looking at when I'm looking at changes. I'm not thinking about the defense because I'm 70% sure we concede again in the second half. I'm thinking about how do we optimize the attack. That's the difference. Do you know what I mean? That's the difference. And this is why I think Arteta has been quite, I don't want to say cowardly, but this is where people criticize Arteta because he'll be thinking, how do we stop them from scoring? Instead of thinking, if this was Pep, Klopp, Sir Alex, even Wenger, Mourinho's a little bit different, but if it's any of those managers, they would be thinking, how do we score more goals? We might concede a goal. We may concede a goal. We don't have Calafiori. We don't have Timber. You know, Hincapié and Mosquera are solid. Mosquera particularly is playing right back when he's not. He's a centre back. So Mosquera is the one. Hincapié's got no excuses. He's played left back for years. He's a good left back. We signed him to play left back. No problem. Mosquera is playing out of position. We may concede a goal. They're a very, very good attacking team that scored the most goals in the league. We're at their ground. We may concede. How do we score 2? That's the thinking of a progressive manager. Whereas Arteta is probably thinking, how do we score 1 and not let them score 1? Which is 2 fine margins. Even if he concocts a plan where that is perfect and it's going to happen, any small, tiny, marginal mistake and you're dropping points. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal have been playing like this the whole season. I don't care what they expect Mikel to change it now. Yes. Yes, we do. Because when you're playing all season, but we're in a different situation. Of course, any manager's going to change things when you're in a different situation. Do you know what I mean? Like most people, you go and look at great cup finals, they're not always. Vincent Kompany scored to secure Manchester City the title. Vincent Kompany didn't score all season. Rooney scored a bicycle kick. Rooney didn't score bicycle kicks all season. This is the game to win the league. So saying what you've done all season is irrelevant. This is the game to win the league. Someone's going to have to do something different. Yeah, you've done this all season against Brighton and West Ham and Palace and Bournemouth and whoever. But when it's coming to these types of crunch games, the Premier League is defined by the great moments of things that people have done on a big stage. Do you know what I'm saying? If I give the same birthday present every year, why do I expect different for Mikel, especially for Mikel? What happened to Reinders as well? Yeah, he's another one, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He came in, he started off really well, and then just didn't fancy him anymore. That City bench is insane. Their bench is good in terms of names, but they're all moments players. Reinders is good, but he's not been amazing for City. He's just been good. Marmoush obviously started unbelievably well, but kind of tailed off a little bit. I think it was injuries as well. Savinho similarly. Foden again on his day really good, but he can be quiet. So I think that their bench looks insane on paper, but on the pitch, I don't know. I don't know. But we're coming into the second half. Martinelli is on. It's earlier than I would have expected from Mikel. I'll be honest. I wasn't expecting Martinelli to be on. I'm not sure who he's on for. I'm going to run to the toilet quick. That's what I'm saying. We need a moment, bro. Hey, Madueke hooked. Madueke stinker and hooked, you know. Fuck you know. I'm just not sure I like Martinelli on that side. That's my only problem. I'm not sure I like Martinelli on that side. Havertz again winning the first ball. Rice winning the second ball. Eze, he's got to do more physically. Eze, for me, he's got to do more physically. And this is the problem. We all complain, all of us fans complain that the game is more physical than technical. We've got a technical player in Eze, but he's being let down by his lack of physicality. This is why you need football to be the way that it is. This is why. He's going to run out with the ball anyway. He might do, but Martinelli is capable of scoring goals, bro. Martinelli is very capable of scoring goals. Get him on his right foot, give him less to think about. This is the thing. I think if he could just cut down the line, who's he going to be? Who's he up against at left back? Is it Kusanov? No, it's Nico O'Reilly, isn't it? That could be a good battle. That could be a good battle. And speaking of, do you know why else I think that's smart as well? Martinelli's going to do a lot defensively to help out. Martinelli pressing really aggressively already. He does a lot of running. But Mosquera also is on a yellow and needs a little bit of support. So I don't I like that sub. I think it's a mentality. Eze wants clean tackles and space. He's not a pocket player. I hear you. But man can't I'm sick of hearing about mentality. I don't give a fuck. It's football, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's just is what it is. He is technical, but in a different. I hear you. I get you. Entire. I agree with you. But it's just like it just don't matter at a certain point. Get rid. We can't be chesting it down there. How are we chesting it down in the box? We can't be chesting it down in the box. Doku is the only one doing good from their attacks. You said Doku should start on the bench because he's shit, bro. Nah, Zubi's dead, bro. In this type of game, Zubmendi's dead. If we had a fully fit team, Zubmendi wouldn't be on the pitch. I'm so sure. So that's what I'm saying. Doku again. He tried to take Mosquera on the outside. He's only going to beat Mosquera on the outside. He's not beating Mosquera on the inside, bro. Bro, I think it was Martinelli, bro. The ball's come from a corner. He's trying to chest it down in the box with bare man around him, bro. It's like, what are we doing? Martinelli might be a walking card. I don't mind that, bro. Let him get a yellow if he needs to, bro. That's better from Eze. Defensively better. Erdegaard just doing cardio. A lot of what he does is cardio, though. It's a lot of pressing. Erdegaard does a lot of pressing. It's a poor pass from Eze. Really poor. Eze plays like he hasn't realized he's in a title race. He actually hasn't adjusted to being in a title race. Just far too casual on the ball. Go. Forwards, 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 forwards. Haaland dropping back and defending, you know. Fucking hell. Who'd have thought it? Haaland now dropping in a bit deeper, trying to get more involved in the game. Eze does have that laid back mentality, but it don't work. When you're in a title race, you can't have that, bro. It's fine if the passes are coming off in that, but the passes are just looking flat. Cherky again. Good tackle from Declan Rice. That was Mendy, actually. Oh, Eze. Eze's just literally giving the ball to Doku. This is what I'm saying, bro. This is why I say he's just too casual. He plays very casual. Very, very slow and very casual. You can't do that, bro. You can't do that, bro. You're not going to have a long career at Arsenal if you play football like that. You can't, like, this is exactly what I'm saying, bro. I don't care if your mentality in life is casual, bro. I'm not talking about whether you brush your teeth before or after you eat breakfast, bro. I don't care about that. I'm talking about we're in a title race. It has to be intense. It has to. It has to. This is why some man like Aubameyang and stuff haven't done it at the top level, even though they're good. Even if they're good, you might have players that are less technical but have a better mentality. First technical player I've seen to be the pressing trigger. I don't think that's true. Bernardo Silva's been the pressing trigger for years. Bernardo Silva set the press, and he's the technical player. Erdegaard sets the press for us. He's a technical player. There's plenty of technical players that set presses. Dembele sets the press for PSG. Not all the time, but a lot of the time, and he's a technical player. I think this idea that, like, if you're a real technician, you don't have to press is I just think it's a lazy mentality, bro. Find that pass now. It's a good ball through. Ah, it's cheap from Havertz. He's gone down too easy. He's gone down so easy there. Is that actually a foul or has he dived? Kyle saying it's a red. That looks too easy, man. It's not enough contact, Kyle, man. That's just a minimal contact, bro. Got you. I don't think they're pressing Eze. I just think he's welcoming the pressure. I don't think they're looking at Eze specifically as the press trigger. I just think when he takes every time he gets the ball, he takes too many touches. Do you know what I mean? Man said he went down like the car 98 got him, blood. I lie, bro. Fucking Avalon and that, bruv. Our midfield, the attacking side of our midfield can't hold the ball for long enough to tease. Well, fucking hell, Zubimendi won a header. They can't hold the ball for long enough to actually tease their defense out of position. Noni passed his touch onto Semenyo, bro. Look, Nico O'Reilly's out of position. Erdegaard's got the ball. It's a poor pass. It's poor. Poor. Fucking poor, man. Erdegaard and Eze, both on the pitch at the same time. And it just looks shit, bruv. I agree, man. Get that ball beyond him. Get that ball beyond him and let him run onto it. Bring back Marino from the hospital, bro. That's what we need, bro. If Marino was fit, he'd be on the pitch 100%. Marino loves a big game like that. Marino, bro. He scored against City. He scored against Liverpool. He loves it, bro. There's a lot of men here that don't like big games. As they dropped back and made a tackle there, fair play. My concern is that Arsenal are playing with a lack of intensity. They're playing very, very lethargic. City are probing and prodding, and City don't look great right now. But when they flick that switch, the goal will come. And I don't know that Arsenal can respond. The way it looks, if City score, I think that's it. Arsenal need a goal. I can't see where it's coming from, but they need a goal. Maybe they need to make some substitutions or some changes. Because if City get a goal next 5 minutes, I don't know that Arsenal's coming back. Good tackle from Gabriel. You can see Rice looks tired. Declan Rice looks really tired. Man City corner. That's what I'm saying. We're lucky to be in the game, honestly. We need to play the ball up to Havertz and but we don't look like we're on the same page. Our midfield and our attack don't look like they're on the same page whatsoever. We need to get the ball up to Havertz, get him to flick the ball on, and get Martinelli running in behind. That's where we're going to get a goal from. But the thing is, Mac, I can kind of semi hear it because I'm looking at the players and they genuinely look exhausted. Rice looks exhausted. Not all the players, but the players that we need, the Rices, You know, the Zubamendis. These man look shattered, bruv. Martinelli looks like he can run, but he just technically isn't there. Havertz looks like he's fit, but technically he's limited in what he can do. Nah, Declan Rice looks exhausted. Declan Rice actually looks exhausted, no banter. When I see a close up of him, he was like, he is below him, bro. He looks like Anthony Yard in the second half of a fight, bro. He looks shattered, bro. Good tackle from Martinelli. Eze's through. Let's find an attack. Find the right pass. We've done it. Can the shot be there? Can we get the shot away? It's a great save for Donnarumma. Can we get the second shot away? No, we can't. How? How have we not scored from that? That's what we need, though. Those counters are how we're going to score. Those counters are how we're going to score. Fair play to Eze for finding that pass nice and quick. That comes from the tackling of Martinelli, by the way. Martinelli drops back and makes that tackle and then makes the overlapping run. Erdegaard, just a little bit slow, and Havertz. I don't know if maybe Erdegaard should have just shot, you know. I can see why he passes it. I can see why it's not the best pass. I can see why he passes it there. Jeremy Doku coming forwards. No. Yeah, I think it was a good decision, but the pass was off. I think you're right. The pass was just a little bit off, a little bit too heavy. But you know what it is? We're not attacking enough. So when we do that, it's like that's our one. That's our first attack of the whole half, bro. Off the inside of the post, Eze. Oh my word. Eze, keep doing it, please. Eze, keep doing it. Get that confidence. Even Max believing in you, blood. Mac came in with no belief. How can someone, how can he be so, in the final third, he's so urgent. And Capia does really well to keep that alive as well. Havertz does really well to keep that alive as well. Arsenal playing right on the edge. Eze, again, no foul. Don't wait for the fucking foul, man. Man said Arsenal wasting their momentum. We only had one attack. Fucking hell. Tough crowd. But that little bit of belief, that little bit of belief. He's so lethargic in the middle, in midfield. Then in the final third, bang, twist and shoot, like out of nowhere. Doku again, like I say, he's gonna have to take him on the outside. And that's what I said. He's gonna be too strong to cut inside him. Because he's very, very strong, Mosquera. When you go on the outside of a fullback, you could just beat him for pace and get a cross away. When you go on the inside, you're gonna have to physically jostle with him. It's too much hassle. You know you can bun him for pace. Doku, if I'm Doku, I'm bunning him for pace and going on the outside. Nico O'Reilly's pushed up quite high as he does. If we can win this ball back, we should look for Martinelli straight away. Turkey all the way out wide again. Always in space, Turkey. Always in space. The longer it goes on, the more Arsenal will just have a little bit more belief, a little bit more belief. Cherky all the way out on the byline again. That's not Cherky, sorry, that's Semenyo. All the way out on the byline. City's got bare man on the bench, bro. They got Reinders, Foden, Savinho. It's a great strike by Eze as well. Just twist and shot. Didn't think about it too much, on instinct. That's what we need from him. We've seen him do it against Spurs twice. Something like 5 of the 6 goals he's scored this season have all been against Spurs. Wonder if we see Trossard on at any point. Similar to Eze, just someone in the final third there. The thing with Trossard and Eze, if we get them in the final third, they can score, but we're not getting the ball in the final third enough. That's the problem. The midfield can't actually even find these passes. Our midfield is dead, man. Oh my god. Haaland with the big celebration. He's done absolutely fuck all game. They look fucking bro. I told you he's been free. I told you Nico O'Reilly, bro. What did I say? Nico O'Reilly is they're gonna slowly put Nico O'Reilly up to attack. And that was the one time that fucking Doku actually went on the inside. I think Mosquera's done quite well with Doku today, but he got on the inside that time, and that was it. Hincapié and Erdegaard missed the ball entirely, and that's what happens. We just let them have too much space. Far too much space. This ugly lurch looking motherfucker, blood. That brother is the ugliest person I've ever seen in my life, bro. But there you go. That's Haaland, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? He's not gonna do nothing all game and then one touch, and that's, you know what I mean, that's why someone said earlier Haaland gets away with murder, but this is why. I don't mind that from Gabriel, blood. Yeah, I'm here for that, blood. He's done nothing. Like 80, he's done nothing, blood. He just get. But the worst thing is with Haaland, once he gets that goal, he just gets activated, blood. You know what I mean? But you see Haaland, yeah, he's a PR merchant, blood, because he got the goal, then he battles with Gabriel, and now he's gonna go and cry to the ref and go and get the fans on side, and the fans are gonna like. He loves to play the PR team, blood. He's gonna like in the memory of the fans, they're gonna remember him as like being like some player. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, always after he scores, he starts turning up like a rude boy, blood. Haaland's actually so lucky he plays in this era of football, bro. If he played in the Drogba era, like bro, every team had a striker like him. Not to his level of output, but there was bare strikers in the league that played like Haaland them times. Put your shirt on, bro. Suddenly Rodri's activated out of nowhere, blood. Forgot this guy was playing as well. What's what you said? His Bears and Ballon d'Or convos, bro. Back in the day, bro, of the 20 teams in the Prem, there'd be about 9 Haalands, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Big lumps that are going to try defend, they're going to try bully centre backs. Like Arsenal, don't get on your victim thing now, you know. Don't get on your victim thing. You got to rise up and play, man. Yeah, I don't know why they keep doing this Zubamendi against Haaland thing, bro. Ben White and Trossard. I'm not sure about Ben White here, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Saliba's backed off and let Haaland get that ball, and then City are just there for the second ball. No Arsenal players are there for that second ball. Yeah, Doku against Ben White is going to be ugly, blood. Good pass from Gabriel. Oh, referee. No yellow for Bernardo for that. Is this going to be Eze off for Trossard, or is this going to be Eze in the 10 and Erdegaard off? Or might we see Zubamendi come off? Erdegaard drop into the 8, Eze in the 10, Trossard out wide. Yeah, but Kyle, Ben White is slow, bro. He is so slow. He will get cooked. Yellow card or not, he'll get cooked, bro. He'll be on a yellow card soon. We're going to score. It needs to be soon. Cross the back post. It's off the post again. Can we turn it in? We can't. Off the post again. Havertz has probably got to do a bit better with that, you know. He just kicks it straight at the defender. I couldn't be a professional footballer, you know. I'd be such a bastard, bruv. Declan Rice for the long throw. Agreed. We ain't held no possession of the ball, nothing. Nico O'Reilly's done really, really well this game. Really well. Yes, Eze off for Trossard. So Trossard's just going to go on the wing, and Mosquera's going to come off for Ben White. Why is it wild that Eze's off? Eze's been okay. Eze's been okay in parts, but Trossard has been dead this season. Probably been one of the worst seasons since he's been at Arsenal. But he has a history in seasons gone by of scoring big goals for Arsenal. He used to a couple of seasons ago love just a big goal. You can't say he's the only one likely to score. He didn't even score. Havertz scored. Here's Trossard now. Trossard, Kyle's doubting you, blood. Show Kyle Wagwan, blood. Ben White's going to overlap. Gets the cross in, yeah. I agree. Eze ain't done too much. He had the shot and he's done a couple bits, but he ain't really done too much to not get subbed. Zubamendi could have easily been subbed as well. There's a lot of man that could have been subbed. Do you know what I mean? That sums up the Arsenal performance, if we're being honest, blood. There's bare man that could have been subbed off. Do you know what I mean? Haaland is such a PR merchant, blood, because he was never gonna get that ball, blood. He just did it to look like he was putting in effort for the fans, blood. Kyle said like Salah or Haaland. Nah, bro, not like Salah or Haaland, bro. Definitely not. Haaland and Salah are the two top goal scorers every year. Eze's never been that. Eze scored 5 goals all year, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? So he's not. Haaland and Salah are different. Haaland and Salah, 90% of the time, you know they're going to come out of a goal. Eze don't have that kind of credit in the bank, bro. You're getting twanged, Kylie, by watching that one shot off the post is gassing you, blood. I like that for Ben White straight away, bro. He just looks to go through Doku. Go through this, you blood. The ball boy don't even want to put pass us the ball, blood. You fucking northern spastic, bro. Fuck off, you pussy. It was more than the rest, but I'm just saying it's not even more than the rest, bro. Because Havertz scored. So, do you know what I'm saying? What we get from Eze, we get that shot off the post. I hear that was great. But then what do we lose from him, bro? We lose a lot of 50-50 battles. So it's like, you know what I mean? Yeah, City trying to hold the ball and grind out the clock with 15 minutes to go is a bit weird still. That's not true. There was a shot. Havertz had a shot and Gabriel had a shot and it come off the post, and Havertz had a shot off the rebound and it come off the defender. So there's been at least 2 shots since Eze had that shot. You're getting twanged by the emotions, bro. That's what I'm saying. There's been shots since. Havertz. Havertz, bro. What have they called it for, bruv? Bro, only Havertz would handball the ball there when you're through on goal. Only Kai Havertz would handball the ball when you're through on goal. What is going on, bro? He's such a donkey, bro. But he can be good at certain things, but I don't know if he's offside. I think he ran from his own half, but he handballed it. I don't even know who that pass is to. Thinking Capier was offside. No, he is a donkey, bro. He is a donkey, but he is good at certain things as well, blood. Two things can be true. Yokeres is gonna come on, bro. Bruv. This is our savior, you know. I don't know why they keep going to the corner. I don't what. Oh no, Gabrielle, why would you do that? Gabrielle, why would you do that? Gabrielle, why would you do that? Don't get rattled. Nah, I want to win, bro. Haaland is doing too much. Bro, I told you he's a PR merchant, blood. This is what Haaland does, blood. This is what Haaland does, bro. He tries to rattle man, and then, you know what I'm saying? That could be a red card for Gabriel. And the ref's going to give them both yellows. Gabriel's lucky because he leant into his head. He's lucky, bro. Yeah, he did. Mac, he did, bro. Because a different ref is giving that as a red. You know, if that's Michael Oliver, that's a red for Arsenal. You know, if that's Michael Oliver, bro, he's very lucky not to get a red for that. Luckily, their heads were already touching. Yeah, he could get a red, bro. That could be a red. That could easily be a red for if VAR look at that. That could easily be a red card. Bro, Haaland can't scrap, blood. There's no way you can scrap, bro. These oil money pussies, bro. Shirky in that trim, bro. I told you, man. Wallahi Dean, I'm gonna spit in his face if I see him on the street, bro. Everything about him jars me, bro. I fucking hate North Africans, bro. That man jar me, bro. That man jar me, bro. That man need to get out of Africa, blood. These fake Africans, bro. That man got run out of the Middle East. Now they're in Africa. Fuck off, man. Pussy. Now this fucking lesbian's on the pitch as well, blood. Oh, bruv. Oh, Yokra's on the pitch as well, bro. This is a humiliation ritual, blood. I feel like I'm getting inducted into Epstein Island, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like Diddy's gonna come out of my cupboard, bro. Oh, at least Zuba Mendy's off with 6 minutes left to go, bro. Oh, bruv. These man, bruv. This is just ridiculous, bruv. Whatever, man. That whole sentence was headless, bro. Bro, it's true, blood. I swear down, bro. These fake Africans in my homeland, blood. Get these man out of here, man. Man's got 60% of a fade. Get these youths out of it, man. This game is going to influence what I want for a summer transfer policy, blood. I swear down, bro. I want Bruno G or Sandro Tonali, and I want Julian Alvarez, blood. And let's make this bastard FC, bro. We're gonna, bruv. O'Reilly probably player of the match for me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Ah, man, O'Reilly probably player of the match. And I don't really like light skinned man because them man are kind of blood traitors still. But O'Reilly's probably player of the match, bro. Why are we not gonna get them? You buy them first, blood. You pussy, bro. You're fucking American slave money, blood. You wanna buy them first? Now this Ballon d'Or thief is doing the fucking injury gimmick, blood. Fucking hell, bro. Whatever, bro. At least I'm seeing the stream to the end, blood. Certain man, as soon as their team starts losing, they just lock the stream off, bro. Man said it's Robbie's fault, bro. Robbie's one person, bro. What's Robbie got to do with being with Arsenal fans, blood? Man need to get off social media, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? There's millions of Arsenal fans away from Robbie, blood. Can't be Robbie's fault. It's like 2015 or something. We ain't won there. We ain't won there in over a decade, bro. Hey, if that was Arsenal, man, they would call that haram ball, blood. Savinho was through with one defender and went backwards to his goalkeeper, blood. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Mac, talk to me about your boy Trossard, blood. He's gone this summer, bruv. Trossard's been awful this season, bro. Awful. I just want consistency, man. That's all I want. Consistency, blood. 7 minutes of added time, bruv. Oh, bruv. He had his moments. Fucking hell, blood. We've all had moments, blood. What do you mean you ain't playing no blame game, blood? You blame Arteta every week, blood. I can't say the club's rotten because man are competing, but do you know what I'm saying? Like it's not. I can't say the club is rotten, but it's definitely not good enough, bruv. Definitely not good enough. At no point in the last probably 5, 10 games would you think that this is a team that's pushing for trophies. At no point, bro. And these men are going to smash Burnley on Wednesday, and then it's going to be a straight shootout for the next 5 games, and they will probably win that shootout, and that's what it is. Because if you can't get motivated here, oh referee, no foul. Is that not a foul? Oh no, I think that's a foul. I'm not even bantering. He don't even look at the ball. He just looks at the player. What? I don't know how that's not a foul, honestly. Yeah, bro. AFTV is gonna be back, blood. AFTV is gonna be back to its prime. Yeah, bro. We did. Kyle, we didn't even go for the ball. I don't know how that's not a foul. Like, no VAR, no nothing. Like, what's going on here? The point is, it don't matter who was on the cover, innit? It's someone that's long retired, blood. That's the point. Do you know what I'm saying? Whoever was on the cover. Yeah, Gabriel can stay in the air forever, blood. I swear down, bro. He stays in the air forever, bruv. Kai Havertz, bruv. Havertz should have been left on against Bournemouth, bro. He should have been left on against Bournemouth for moments like that. Bro, since Gyökeres has come on the pitch, I ain't seen him. Big man tip. On my mum's life, I've not seen Gyökeres once. I've not seen Gyökeres do anything. Bro, Kyle, you keep talking about Eze's shot on target, bro. His shot wasn't even on target. He hit the post. He didn't even have a shot on target. He hit the post once. Like, cool. Do you know what I'm saying? But that's it, bro. I can't, like, you know what I mean? Man, gotta weigh up what we're gaining versus what we're losing, bro. I think most Arsenal fans are gonna say, yeah, Arteta's got to go. Oh fucking no! Now we got this fucking High School Musical looking pussy on the pitch with his tight dreads. Fuck off, man. Yeah, but whether he should have been sacked or not years ago is irrelevant, blood. We're here now, innit? So we're just discussing the now, blood. You guys have been reduced to junkyard dogs. Yeah, I don't know about that. We haven't won the Prems that we should win, in it, but you know what I'm saying? I know about junkyard dogs and that, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? We just end seasons terribly. We cannot end a season well. Even away from forget about like bottling big trophies and that, yeah. I can't remember the last time we ended a season like well. Like just honestly, how is this football any different from Stokes? Bro, I don't even know how to respond to that, bro. It's ridiculous. But yeah, that's it, bro. Now all eyes on Wednesday. City against Burnley. We just didn't turn up, bro. We literally, you know what I'm saying, like this is why it's called a bottling. Do you know what I'm saying? This is why it's called a bottling because we haven't turned up, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? If we'd had some hard fought game that was 4-3 and we worked hard and we pushed them to the limit and all the rest of it, then then you know what I mean? We feel differently. But it feels like a bit of a it feels like a whimper, bro. It feels just like do you know what I'm saying? Like it's just oh fuck you know, blood man, kick the camera, but do you know what I'm saying? It just feels like man just didn't even try, bro. Man didn't even try, bro. I can't see. I don't know who. I'm still gonna spit on Ryan Shirky when I see him. If I ever see him in the street or in Westfield or something, I'll spit on him 100%. He might see me go viral because I'll spit in his face 100%. 100%. I'll spit in his face 100%. North Africans are blood traitors anyway. They need to go back to where they're from. Like, they're not African, so ban them, man. Um, but yeah, bro, they're gonna go ahead of us because they'll beat Burnley on Wednesday. They'll score more than one, and then it's long. Do you know what I'm saying? So Mr. AB's asked me stupid questions. I'm not going to answer these questions. First 20 minutes, Arsenal played with determination, then no effort or energy after that. The thing is, like, man, we knew once they scored, we knew that we would the way that we were playing, we knew that Samson's trying to get a clip. Samson, fuck you. Once we knew that the way we were playing, we knew once they went up here, we weren't going to show any fight to get back into it. Shout out CCP. I want one question answered. If Arsenal don't win the league, what next of your chairman? Who's our chairman? Do you mean our manager, or do you mean like the board? I have no say over the chairman and the owners of the club. Do you know what I'm saying? The manager will have to go though. The manager will have to go, 100%. The inability to get over the line, and if we're being real, for me, I feel like City start leagues every year. They start slow. They don't look great, and then they click into gear. And in the last few games, they click into gear. This is what they do. But Arteta has the opposite situation where he starts seasons well, and I think he starts seasons well with a lack of rotation and running his best players into the ground. And then when you get to the last, man said Nick's about to shed tears. You might will never see me shed tears on camera. So that's not going to happen. Man, not going to cry over Arsenal. But, a lot of this is him. Saka's injured. Timber's injured. And these aren't excuses. This is poor management, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he runs them into the ground. He overplays them. Wanyeri's on loan for some reason. You put Wanyeri on loan because you can't find minutes for him. But then once Wanyeri's on loan, you find minutes for Dowman. Don't make any sense. If you'd had Wanyeri in, if you'd had Dowman in, rotating around the team, you wouldn't have needed Saka. You wouldn't have needed these players to play as many games as they did. They would be fresh. You've got Mosquera. You've got White. You've got Timber. You play Timber all the games. Timber has a record of injury. You play all the games, and then when he's injured in the crunch time of the season, he's not there and he's not fit. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's poor recruitment is the only reason. I don't know about that. It is there's we could have done better recruitment. I hear you, but the injuries. I'm not saying injuries are an excuse. I'm talking about Arteta as a manager. Do you know what I'm saying? These are symptoms of bad management. Do you know what I'm saying? These are symptoms of bad management. And ultimately, when it comes into this last third of the season, man don't look like they got no belief, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Man don't look like they got no belief. Do you know what I mean? So that's what it is. We just look poor. We slapped Atletico earlier on in the season, and who knows if we beat them? Do you know what I'm saying? Honestly, because it's a question of confidence. Atletico just beat Barca. They're riding a high. And meanwhile, we're riding a low, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. These men are insufferable, blood. It's the same every year. The same every year, blood. In a final, Kyle, anything can happen in it because the final's a final, but who knows, bruv? Who knows? We have to go to Oz and find a brain and find a heart because we've actually got no testosterone, blood, in our team. That's the biggest failing for me. It's no testosterone, bro. Is it mental or physical fatigue or both? It's both. It's both. Do you know what I mean? It's both. I think that Pep early on in the season rotates the team and they struggle to find their best 11. And then once they find their best 11 and they get to the end of the season, they're rolling. For us, it's another January of no transfers. It's another January of, they've gone and got two big transfers. We've gone and got no transfers. It's a mixture of a lot of different stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? So, do you know what I mean? Like I said, Atletico in 3 days, blood. It's never ending, blood. It's never ending. Big man thing. It's never ending. I want the IDF to lick a missile strike on this fucking stadium, blood. These pussies, bro. I fucking hate Northerners, bro. Especially Manx, bro. Fuck these man, bro. These pussies. Am I doing a watch along for Atleti? Um, I should be. I'm out on Saturday. So Saturday, I think Shane's doing the Tony Yoka watch along with a Coley on his own. And yeah, I'm out for Newcastle as well because I'm out on Saturday evening. So that's it. Do you know what I mean? Like the video, subscribe to the channel, man. Gave you, man, some clips, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Kyle, I'll be on tonight. Shout me. Man's gonna go clap some food, and that's it, bro. Jamaica in the summer. It's gonna have to be, blood. It's gonna have to be, bro. Facts. Yeah, Jamaica in the summer, bro. Me and Shane are supposed to go like Portugal in the next couple months. So might go on holiday. If we go out to Portugal, we might try to find some boxing gyms out there. So I think Portugal or New York, something like that. But fuck it, blood. Fuck it, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Burnley's gonna beat City, bro. Fuck it. Let the coke begin. Burnley, big Burnley. It's gonna be a big reaction after they lost today to Nottingham Forest. You know what I'm saying? City's playing Burnley on Wednesday, and I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But fuck it. Man, then like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you, man, on the next one. Peace.